vote for it, you're voting against the health of all the people, yourself and all the people, okay?
Right.
Are there any other issues related with why we should vote against 23?
Well, I don't think that any out-of-state company or any out-of-state oil company in particular should be allowed to come in and tell Californians how they're going to control their own air quality, how they're going to protect their own citizens. So there's something in that I resent, and I think all Californians should resent. People from out of state don't get to come into our state and tell us how to protect our citizens.
Good point. I just thought of something about the funding.
Yeah.
And I learned today that the CEO of one of the larger research companies in California, in the heart of probably one of the most progressive communities, the Greater Palo Alto community, SRI International, their CEO donated $5,000 to the 23
to the Yes campaign.
Yeah,
to supporting the measure.
Bad, the dirty
energy proposition.
How could he has to be a scientist? Okay, I mean he's a scientist who learned how to become a manager. But he's a scientist, and all scientists, it's 2 + 2 that fossil fuel is going to kill us, and we have to quickly change, and we have to have more and more. Why would a man of that position vote with his money? Why?
That way. The only thing I can determine is that he has perhaps a history of working alongside some of the same people that are supporters of the measure. There are, in addition to the oil companies, there are a number of very conservative legislators and conservative organizations and conservative business groups, and that he, perhaps through a close association with them, has decided this is the best way to put his money forward. It's a little bit perplexing to me, to be honest.
All right. So now you're with the Better
World Group.
Yeah. And you're advocates for making sure Californians are protected, and you're working against this particular 23.
Right.
Now, does your group have a role in, for example, calling the CEO of SRI and asking him why he would do such a thing?
It's not our company or our group that would do that. I would think that the citizens of this community might want to ask that question. I mean, if they're a citizen of the Palo Alto Menlo Park community, it would seem that people locally might want to ask that question of him. I would want to know the answer, and I think that they should ask.
Yes. I would like to disclose one thing. I actually have a very fond place in my heart for SRI. It was SRI that came to Massachusetts and recruited me to come and work in California many years ago. They didn't recruit me to work for them, but they recruited me for a multi-million-dollar company to be the director of market research of one of SRI's clients. And now, I was wondering, would you be kind and just give me maybe 3 objectives of the Better World Group? What are some of your objectives?
Well, our work is very focused on building coalitions of groups working on very particular and specific causes, but particularly progressive environmental issues. And so that's our focus.
That's the main focus.
The main focus is progressive environmental issues, working to build coalitions and networks, and working on political efforts related to building a positive environmental movement.
Okay. And okay, so then you get to see the companies, the individuals that are supporting your efforts to help make sure Californians get educated, for example, not to vote no against 23.
Right.
Can you name some of the companies that are supporting your efforts to stop the dirty 23 bill?
Absolutely. We have Google and Applied Materials and the Silicon Valley Leadership Group and the San Francisco Chamber of Commerce. We have companies like Levi Strauss, environmental entrepreneurs, group of very progressive entrepreneurs in this area. We have hundreds of small companies all around the state of California. But in terms of local companies, those are some of the ones that I've just mentioned. And the list is literally growing daily. We have 300 organizations and companies around the state. We have over 500 individuals, leaders, elected officials. And this is July 1, and it's not until November. So you can imagine the collection of people. I want to mention American Lung Association again, AARP. It's just a League of Women Voters. They're on our side. They're going to vote no on 23 and recommend a no vote.
These are California companies.
California companies, California groups, California
People who
residents,
work here,
voters.
have families, okay.
Yes. Pay their taxes.
Got any from Texas?
Not that I know of. No, none that are on our side, no.
Okay. So now I'd like to share something. I think you know I'm making a documentary called Painting to Change the World. And I got interested in Initiative 23, as I was studying to make my paintings. And I feel that if I help by bringing you and other folks on this program and have you folks educate the public, my interest in painting may have an impact in changing the world.
Absolutely.
And with that, I want to ask my crew. My assistant, Michael Rusha, created a logo that symbolizes. We already did it. Oh, we already did it. And we've already seen it.
Okay.
And so at this moment, I'm getting ready to say, you were wonderful.
Thank you.
And I think you're going to have, I think a lot of folks have to join your organization to help take care of them. Okay. Hi, I'm Michael Killen, and my guest was Susan Frank from the Better World Group.